I'm over here drumming.
I know, and I'm sitting here wiggling in my chair, man. Hello, everybody. How are y'all doing today?
Hey,
There's Madonna and Jen Reeves. You are so welcome. I'm glad that Nightbot chose you for your memberships.
hi
Hello,
guys.
Amy. How are you, sweetie?
Amy. Hey guys.
Yeah. I
I
hope.
love that intro. I'm sorry. I'm kind of biased. I made it.
I was just getting ready to say that was all Jennifer. Boy, I tell you what, she can get in that Canva and just blip, 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 find some music and boom, and she's done. Maureen, no. Mm-mm. Yeah.
I,
Good
I,
morning, Laura. How are you,
Laura,
sweetie?
I like the music to it. It
Oh, yes.
reminds me of a Christian song.
Oh, the beginning of it. Yes, yes.
Yeah, it does.
Man, that's going to bug me throughout this whole hour.
It does, and it's bugging me. Now I can't even think of the band. Oh, it just left.
Journey? Mercy?
Mercy.
Mercy? Okay.
But yes,
Yeah.
it reminds me of a Christian song. That's why I chose that music for you.
Well, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you.
Yes. Hey, Robin.
Hello, Robin, sweetie. How are you doing? I hope everyone is having a great, great Friday. Right now, my weather, folks, is at 83 degrees. Now,
I'm sorry.
with that said, no, that's wonderful. However, with that said, the feel right temperature is at 93. But, just seeing on the Weather Channel that it says we are at 83, that doesn't, I don't want to see that. Just put that down. Put it down. Put it down. Jen is asking, how long does it take to make a video like that?
Jen, I'll be honest, that took me about 30 minutes. Hi, Beth.
Hello, Beth. How are you, sweetheart?
I make the video in Canva, and then I take it out and I put it in Filmora, and I use the music from Filmora. Most of the music in Filmora is not copyrighted.
Right.
Not now, some of it is, but not all of it.
Right.
And I use the music out of Filmora. I do not use the music in Canva because Canva's music comes back copyrighted.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't use that. Hi, MJ.
She says she's lurking in the bushes, but that's okay, sweetheart.
Yes. Hey, Tracy.
Hello, Tracy. How are you doing today, sweetie?
Yeah, it's not hard to make a video, Jen. You can do it. Just Canva, you can get it. There's a free version, and you can make a video with the free version.
Oh, yeah. You can make thumbnails. You can make a YouTube. You can make Instagram. I mean, it has templates in there for you that you can just drag and drop pictures if you want to. And like you said, then she just goes and puts the music to it. Laura says ours is to look up templates. There you go.
There you go. It's simple. You can look up images, graphics, videos. I mean, all kinds of stuff. Also, what they call magic, where you can create AI generated images, graphics, and videos.
But Froggy and I were just having this conversation earlier about what do you think about AI? I'm not even on the fence. I'm kind of on this side over here of, I don't know. I don't think I want to get into that, only because, I don't know. I'm old fashioned, folks. I'm the stick in the mud, but, and it takes a lot to move this stick a little bit.
I get that. However, I'm opening up an image. Hang on. Let me get back to, oh, come on. There we go. I created an AI image, but a lot of people don't realize it's AI. This is an AI image.
Really?
That is AI created.
I did not know that.
Yes, that's AI generated.
Well, then that's not bad.
you can see how some things that are created by AI can look very real. That is AI generated. Um, some things can look very real, and it's creepy.
Oh wow.
Yes, they do lie to us with pictures.
But I like MJ. She said AI lost a day down the rabbit hole. Oh,
I
I know.
do.
They've got some great stuff. I mean, they
Now,
really do.
I've now some stuff doesn't look very
No,
real.
no.
I had a hard time coming up with an image that day,
Yeah.
and I did that. Oh, blessings and prayers.
Yes,
Um,
Tracy.
Tracy, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. His name is Porter,
Yeah.
and we will definitely keep him in our prayers.
Yes, ma'am. He
Uh,
is going in my book right now, so I'll have it for tonight.
yes, AI is good when it's helpful. I don't like it for hurting people. I don't like it when people
No.
create AI image and say they crocheted that because
Yeah.
yeah, really. And yes, that was AI created. You're nowhere near that tech savvy. Oh, um, I had to learn how to use it. Um, that I just had to learn how to use it. If you guys would like, I could do a live on
Oh,
how to use Canva.
I think that would be awesome. Don't y'all? I mean, I honestly do.
Yeah, you look at something that I want to, but yeah. Oh yeah. Hi Rita.
Hello, Rita, sweetie. How are you doing? I
Rita,
haven't chatted with you in a bit.
Rita, you is the middle sister, but I love you. You can call me all you want. Yes, computers do know everything about us. Your cell phones listen to you. Be careful.
Yes.
Yes,
I just got a notice today about that and how to turn that little device, that little thingy on my phone off. Mm-hmm.
oh yes. Yeah, I will do that, Donna. I'll do that. I have no problem doing that.
That would be very, very nice. I think
Mhm.
that'd be great. I honestly do.
I have no problem doing that. I'll do it to where, yeah. Um, with Canva, you can even take a photo and remove the background, and
Yes.
it's kind of cool. It is. I love
Mhm.
that about it. Oh no, you call me big sister all you want. I'm teasing you. I'm just teasing. I don't care if you call me big, little,
In
middle,
between, yeah.
could care less. I'm
Old,
just
young,
teasing.
don't matter.
Don't matter. Nope. Don't matter at
Well,
all.
I hadn't, she and I do quite a bit back and forth in messenger chat, and I just hadn't heard from her in a couple of days. And in fact, I was thinking about it this morning, and I'm thinking, well, if I don't hear from her by this afternoon,
Yeah,
I'm going to have to send out a shout. Say, what
absolutely.
is going on, girlfriend? I'm playing a waiting game, Maureen, hoping the fluid is not increasing on my lungs. So, Rita, what
Rita,
have you done now?
you need to behave.
I know. About the time she starts getting well, something else pops up. Sweetheart.
You're gonna worry us to death. I'm gonna get worry lines. Now quit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bless your heart,
She's
sweetie.
fired, not up to anything. I am behaving. Oh, goodness.
Don't be
I'm going to
getting
tell you like I
scared.
used to tell my students, you're going to give me gray hairs, and I'm already dying up to every 4 weeks. So, oh my goodness.
Oh, you're gonna make me worried.
Yeah.
I know, honey.
Oh,
I'm so
sweetheart.
sorry.
Well, she has asthma, so just any little thing can
Oh,
create a
look,
problem for her.
do you see it
So,
sneaking? It's sneaking. It's sneaking.
oh.
They have been bad.
Yesterday, she sent out a message. Can't do anything because I'm herding cats.
I was herding cats.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I was telling Joey this morning, I was having coffee with my husband, and I said, they really aggravate me. They do. I love them. Don't get me wrong. I love
Mhm.
them. Oh, go grab your shower, sweetie.
Yes, Jim. Thank you for leaving us running.
They do aggravate me, and I love them. But
Right.
I'm actually thankful that they, I have two, so they have a
Hmm.
play. So they
Right.
are playing. So I do appreciate that. I just have to be more patient, and I'm not praying for that. No. Oh, yeah. Don't wait long before you go to the ER.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
Don't.
ma'am. No, ma'am. Not right now. Good
Don't.
girl.
Well, I hope you guys are paying attention to the title.
I was
It
going to
is
say,
time for Halloween.
I know. So do y'all wait until like just a few days before Halloween to get started? With decorations and setting out. If I were back home, guys, I have candy pumpkins. I have little scarecrow cookie containers. I have platters that I set out that are all about fall and pumpkins. Right now, out in the front lawn, we have this big, huge spider web that my husband made a few years ago out of the fishing rope stuff. I
Yeah.
mean, it's not. I mean, it's pretty big. It's probably maybe a quarter. But anyway, he sat out there all by himself, folks, in the yard in a lawn chair, and he actually made me this huge spider web that we put up in the front yard. And then the reason why he did that for me was we had gone to a garage sale. We don't go to many, but we were just driving around in the neighborhood in San Angelo. And these folks had a garage sale, and right out in the middle of their front yard was this big plastic spider. I mean, it's huge. It's probably just the body alone. I know the head is about this big, and then of course, there's the body and then the big old feet. And that was the reason why we bought it. It was like $10. And to me, I was like, oh, I got to grab that. And I was already thinking in my mind, if I could just get me a big old spider web, what I was going to do is we have an oak tree in the front yard. So I was just going to take and drape something, I was going to get rope and just kind of like throw it around there and then stick this big old black spider there. And Wayne says, no, I'll make you one. And I'm like, honey, this is a big old spider. But he did. He kept laying it out on the ground and put the spider in the middle of it. And then he'd move the spider off to the side, because he really wanted it to be more. So if we were home, this big old spider web would go up on its stakes. The spider would be up here in the corner. And then we have two little pumpkins that I cut out of 3/4 inch CDX plywood. And I painted them. And they're looking at the spider and they're going, so, yeah. Oh, I love decorating my yard for Halloween.
Laura, you have a good time at Knitting Group. And I'm so sorry, Rita, that you don't get to have fun. And hello, mobs. I hope you're having a great day.
Hello, mobs. How are you?
I have dozens, about 15 to 18 tombstones that go in my yard.
That is awesome. I have seen yards decorated with the tombstones, and they are so, and especially if folks get out there with the little solar lights to put in front of them. And I've even seen some folks go so far as to put like a little shade behind it, so it makes the light just shine right on the tombstones. Creepy.
I have hands in the front of some of them that look like they're climbing out of the ground.
Only you would think to do that.
They had the names of authors of horror and science fiction on them. Yeah, I didn't. Cool. I didn't want to put the names of loved ones on them.
No, no. I just probably make up names.
Yeah, some of them have like R.I.P. Stuff like that. But yeah, now Joey doesn't always. Hey, Sanita.
Hey, Sanita. How are you doing today? Thank you for joining us.
We don't put him out every year, but we do. He's out there mowing the grass, so hopefully he'll put them out this year.
Why he's mowing the grass?
I love when he puts them out. It cracks me up. Now, I will say, if it was cleaner, this would be decked out because I love Halloween.
Yes. Yes, she does, doesn't she? You need to make a video once you get your tombstones out in the yard.
If he puts them up, I will do a video.
Oh my goodness.
Amy said I made a crochet spider web. You did? I totally lost the comment. So
She said,
that I put on the wall and some bigger plastic spiders that I put on it. The kids love it. Well, once I let them realize the spiders are not real. That's wonderful. Yes, yes,
oh my
yes.
goodness.
I would like to have it decorated. However, my room is extremely messy and I can't get up to everything. But I do have signs and wreaths, and I have a 6-foot bat in the room. And you can see my skeleton is kind of falling apart. Yeah.
I'm sure the cats have had fun with that.
Oh, they don't care. But as we do annually on Twisted Fiber Friends, we will be dressing up. And
we have an awesome theme for this year, guys.
And we're not telling you what we're going to be, but I will give you one hint to my costume and one hint to the theme. And I doubt if you're going to figure it out. But this is a hint to my costume.
Oh my goodness.
My flamingo.
Yeah, they're so cute.
They smushed him and vacuum packed him, and I'm trying to get him to fluff up. But what it's weird? It's a stuffed animal. He has a zipper.
Oh.
To the fluff, and I'm like, that's weird. So I don't know. I gotta maneuver the fluff up into his neck because he's a little limpy. Yeah.
But look at the legs. Oh my goodness.
Look at him spindly legs.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I think I need to I don't know, put his leg up somehow.
Maybe just no, there you go. Just rub a just run a wire up there and then
yeah. Maybe I should run wires up down his legs. I don't want to put a wire up his neck. I mean,
no, I wouldn't put a wire up his neck, but
ever since I got it, Wednesday has been trying to attack it.
Well,
the poor flamingo.
Well, she's a cat. That's a bird.
It is true.
What she's supposed to do,
She sees it. I'm covering it with my sweater. Hi, Dawn.
Good morning, Dawn. How are you today? Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, I'm covering it with my sweater so she won't attack it again. Yes, you can't figure it out from that, Beth? Oh, okay. That's part of my costume.
Good. Yeah.
I thought I was giving them a big hint, too.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was telling the girls the other day that we were driving to go eat lunch sometime last weekend. Mm-hmm. And we passed this yard now I've seen some big skeletons in folks' yards before, but this one that these people had in their yard, I'm not kidding you, it was huge. And it's not a blow up. And I mean, there was a lot of detail to the skeleton itself. I mean, but that thing had to have stood 12 feet tall. It was almost higher than the roof of the house. It's huge. And it's not only just tall, but it's big.
Yeah, they sell the 12-foot and the 20-foot.
Well, maybe that's what this one was 20 foot. And it's huge. It's rib cage. I mean, this looks like it could have been the skeleton for Paul Bunyan.
I begged Joey to buy one, and I won't tell you what he said.
Good morning, Sam. How are you? Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, needless to say, I won't be getting it. Well, he said to me, well, if we get it, when are you going to put it outside? I said, all year long.
That's why I said no.
Then, no, you can buy them online.
Wow.
Well, hey, check out Amazon. You can buy anything on Amazon.
Might even be able to buy it on Temu. Who knows? Yeah.
I get a kick out of it, but I did want one. And I told him, I said, we could leave it outside year round and I could put a hat on it for a Christmas, Santa hat on it and stuff. And yeah, he said no in different words. I like it. Oh, bless you. I'm so sorry you woke up.
Oh my goodness,
Oh,
1:20 a.m. Goodness gracious,
oh,
sweetie. Uh, but you got the coffee
oh,
and your knitting, so that's good. That's
yeah. I hope you get to go back to sleep. I'm so sorry you're up in the middle of the night.
good. Yeah. But I'm glad you're in here with us. I mean, if you've got to be up, at least we're here.
Yeah, at least we keep you company for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
So
love this time of year.
I know.
Are you guys excited?
Hello, my Nancy. And
Nancy,
folks, in case you didn't see it up at the top of the chat when you were coming in, Nancy is going to be our guest on TFF this weekend. We are so excited to have her back. We had her earlier back in the summer, but we just flat ran out of time for her to be able to show us everything that she does.
yes.
So she graciously agreed to come back and do a part 2. So she will be here.
You heard me all the way down there in Australia. Oh, bless
You ladies are too noisy.
Oh, bless your heart.
Oh,
Oh,
goodness gracious.
well, Nancy
Yes.
definitely deserves another hour.
Oh, yes, she does. I mean, like I said, we couldn't get in everything that she does, folks. And if you follow her on YouTube, you know that she does many different crafts. But, folks, there's a lot more that she does that we don't even get to see off camera. So this is
Oh, yeah.
her time to come on and show us a little bit more about what she does. So I do hope that you'll come and join us. It will be at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over at
My
Miss
house.
Melody's house. Yes. So we do hope you'll join us there.
It's fun. I'm so
Yes.
excited.
Yes.
I am very, very excited.
So those of you that are here in the States, do you decorate your yards or your house for Halloween? I do.
And do you get trick or treaters?
Oh, yeah, that's another thing. Yes. Do you get trick or treaters?
Because the only trick or treater I get is my grandson. I don't get any other trick or treaters.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's okay.
And where you are at, does your city designate a date and time for the trick-or-treaters to be out? Because,
Yeah.
there are some places that have gotten to where they'll pick the closest weekend to Halloween, and
Yeah.
they say, if you're going to plan trick-or-treating, do it this Saturday or do it this Sunday. And I know it's oh, that one, it should be that one. Oh, I did pick up the wrong one, Nancy. I sure did.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nancy. We'll have the correct one.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll have the
Sorry.
correct one. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
It is already out there, though. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's made. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. I really do appreciate that.
Now, where I live, they can trick or treat on the 31st
Oh, okay.
up until 10 p.m.
Oh,
That's it.
huh.
Yeah. And there are churches that are
Yeah.
doing trunk or treat.
Yes.
Yes. And they're doing trunk or treat on that Thursday and
Right.
again on the 2nd of November.
Ah,
For the parents that don't want to do trick or treating during the school week,
right.
we're doing it again on the 2nd of November, which is a Saturday. So I think it's cool. Yes, we do that. We do that. They call it trunk or treat here.
Yes.
And a lot of churches around here do it. And our mall does trick or treat, where they go around, and it's so fun. All of the kids come into right in the atrium, and at a specific time, I can't remember, I don't know what it is because I'm not taking my kids this year.
Right.
Well, they're grown. Be funny to take my kids. And at a certain time, all the stores they'll have somebody right there in the doorway of the store,
Mm-hmm.
got candy, and all the kids will make a whole looping of the mall. And it's a safety thing, and they can go around and get candy at the mall.
Right.
I love that. It's awesome.
It really is. Yes. Our church does it, and a lot of times, in because we're such a small community, we used to do it at the Baptist church one year, and then the Church of Christ, and the Methodist, and the Catholic. And so what we did was we we now do a huge community trunk or treat. That way, it's sponsored by all the churches, but we all meet at the old football field, and I
Oh,
mean,
nice.
yeah, it is just really, really funny because it's gotten to where now you have to get there early to
Yeah.
find a spot to park. I mean, you would think on the old football field there'd be plenty of room for. Oh, no, 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 no. Because, like I said, it's not just now the church members that come out, but it's like the whole community comes
The
out.
whole
And it's
community.
really nice because everybody gets together, we socialize. I mean, some folks will bring drinks and sandwiches already made up. And I mean, it's really like a big community picnic.
We
Uh,
have like 6 or 8 churches that do it,
mm-hmm,
and it's really, really neat. The whole community goes to all the different churches.
right,
And the big thing to do, depends on who does it, but um, some of the families will go and have pizza delivered or chicken
right,
delivered, coffee delivered to all of the trunkers. Mhm.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, we've gone and taken a big thing of coffee up there,
Mm-hmm.
um, big thing of donuts up there to them, especially at my own church, but also to other churches. There's a really big church up here. It's Pentecostal. Um, I could tell you where it is like it matters. There's a really big
On
Pentecostal
the road past the gas station, yeah, take a left.
right up here on the right. There's a really big Pentecostal church, and there is about 20 to 25 cars that open their trunks. And I like to take stuff to them because they have more trunks open than
Right.
any other church. And I always love taking my kids up there. So I would like to take them stuff, to keep warm because
Yeah.
it's always chilly on that night. And I always enjoyed taking them stuff. And, they always, oh, come on in to the church.
Mhm.
No, my church is on Den Hill, it's okay. But I did enjoy doing that. But it is a great community event.
Mhm.
And it is wonderful because all of the parents bring their children to all the different churches.
Right.
And it is nice. And it's also wonderful because the next Sunday, next few Sundays, at least usually until January, attendance at church goes up.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Sam says that Australia is slowly getting more and more into Halloween. Generally, if you decorate, people know you're giving out candy. Otherwise, your house gets skipped. Everywhere I have been, Sam, it's been more of a tradition of you turn your porch light
Porch
on.
light.
Yeah,
It's the porch light.
yeah, and people know that you welcome trick or treaters.
It's the porch light here,
Yeah,
but where I live is not in a community or a
right,
development. Um, where I'm at, it's not really feasible for people to come trick or treating to.
right.
I'm on a main road, and it wouldn't be safe,
Hmm.
really, for a bunch of trick or treaters to come in. Parents would have to drive them to my house
Right,
and then turn around and then go back out on the main road.
right.
I would welcome them, and
Hmm.
I will have candy just in case, but I doubt. I never do get trick or treaters ever.
Hmm.
It's always been my own children and now my grandchildren.
Right.
So,
Well, in a small community, and many of you that live in small communities, you may have this happen as well. But in our community, it's not just the little kids that go trick or treating.
no,
All the way up into high school, guys, these kids are getting dressed up, and I mean really elaborate. They go all out in the costumes, the makeup, fixing their hair. I remember when, especially my middle daughter, my oldest daughter, once she got past about fifth, sixth grade, She didn't mind staying at home and being the one that passed out the candy, but she just, yeah, trick or treating was just over for her. But my two younger girls, oh my goodness, their friends would come over to the house and they would spend all afternoon,
Hours.
all afternoon
Yeah.
fixing the hair. And if
My
they had
teenagers
wigs,
did that.
yes, the clothes, the makeup, the whole 9 yards. I mean, I remember one year we spent 2 weekends in town trying to find the perfect shoes. And I'm like, are we going to wear these shoes more than once? No. Then let's just buy some black tennis shoes and spray paint them. Mom. Yeah.
I
But
always had to have the perfect costume as a teenager, and I stayed home to hand out the candy.
oh,
I had to have the perfect costume at home.
right.
I
Well,
mean, now there was a few times I went out, but I do want to do this PSA. If a teenager comes to your house dressed up for candy, please
yeah.
give it to them because
Oh,
they're not out there causing mischief.
yeah.
They
No.
just want some candy, give it to
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Um,
Exactly.
I would rather have them go trick or treating and trying to get some free candy than
Yeah.
have them out causing mischief.
Oh, yeah.
So
Exactly.
please just give the teenagers some free candy.
And the other thing I would suggest is, and I know all of us as parents, we know this, but to stress to your teenagers, go in groups. Don't go by yourself.
Always go in
Go
groups.
in groups. Yes, yes, yes.
We did stress that. Yes. But my teenagers did go trick or treating. They enjoyed it. Absolutely did. And they were only after the free candy, which was silly because mom always bought candy, but they
I always
wanted
had
to go
extra.
for free candy. Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I always had extra.
I always had candy, but you know what? I would much rather have them go out and get their free candy than
Hmm.
have them go out and do mischief.
Yeah.
Yes, they should. Wouldn't that be wonderful? I like that. Not to mention that some of the bigger kids may be autistic.
Yeah. That's another
So
thing you need to consider.
you need to just give them their candy. Don't do, yeah, shouldn't be trick or treating. You're a grown kid. Don't do
Right.
that. Don't
Yeah.
do that. They're not out causing mischief. Just give them their candy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd
Then
rather have them knocking on my door and showing me their costume and, chit chatting with me for a little bit and then go on to the next house or wherever they're going. Hmm. Yeah.
I'd rather have them do that than toilet papering my house. I'm just saying. Hi, Lydia.
Oh, Lydia, sweetheart. I
Lydia,
am so, so sorry, sweetie.
I am so sorry. You are definitely in my heart and in my prayers. And
Oh,
I understand that you're going to take a break and you need the break. But
that's right.
you will always be able to find us live if you ever need us. And our channel names, you'll be able to come to our channels and find our emails and email us if you need us. No, you can't tell by looking at someone, Sam. That's correct.
That's right.
And that's right. Giving out a little bit of candy is not going to make a difference.
No,
It doesn't
that's
make a
right.
difference. Mm-mm.
That's right.
No,
Well,
I get
it's a couple minutes past the hour for us to have our devotional. So if y'all don't mind, we're going to step away from Halloween for just a few
yeah.
minutes. The devotion I've chosen for you today is titled God's Timing. We are saved by trusting, and trusting means looking forward to getting something we don't yet have. For a man who already has something doesn't need to hope and trust that he will get it. But if we must keep trusting God for something that hasn't happened yet, it teaches us to wait patiently and confidently. It's hard to wait for, well, anything. Isn't that right? We can have almost anything we want immediately. Sometimes even waiting longer than 2 days to receive our order in the mail seems way too long. We can gain some great perspective when we think about how life was lived hundreds or even thousands of years ago. Mail took months to travel, items were all made to order, and food was only to deliver to your doorway if it was accompanied by out of town guests. We have become pretty impatient, haven't we? It's hard to wait for God's timing. Even when we are waiting for good things, we think we shouldn't have to wait for long. Going on a mission trip, starting a job in ministry, leading a small group, or marrying the right person. Doesn't God want those things for us sooner rather than later? Trusting in God's timing means you believe that God won't let an opportunity slip by unless it's not one He wants for you. Father, I admit that it's hard for me to wait for anything. Help me to be patient and trust that you will give me everything I need when I need it. You know what, guys? I have to tell you, I just opened the book and just, I mean, literally, I just did this. So I think, and I'm going to digress here for just a minute. I think God is trying to tell Maureen that
Mhm.
her patience needs some more training. Because if you've already been to my Be Still and Know God devotional today, you'll know that it is about waiting on the Lord. And so, patience, patience, patience. That seems to be the topic of my thoughts here the last few days. So,
Well, I was mentioning it earlier. So I want to remind you guys to please hit those thumbs up. There are only 16 thumbs, and it was 23 people in the room.
oh, wow. Thank you.
I
Thank you.
got yeah.
You go feed your mama, Rita.
Yes,
Hello, Darcia. I'm so happy to see you today. I'm doing great. Thank
I
you
am
very
good.
much. Yes, it
I'm
is
good. I'll be better when I
Friday,
get my
and
room.
when you get your room clean.
I have to do a
It's
whole.
Friday, and we are talking about all things Halloween. And I was just looking at my title, Howl-OWEEN. Do any of y'all decorate with werewolves, vampires, that kind of thing? You did! Oh, Nancy, what an answer to prayers, folks. She finally got a car. Oh,
That is amazing. Wow.
what a freedom you have just been given. Oh,
That
Nancy, I
is
cannot
awesome.
begin to believe the joy
Well,
you experienced.
Nancy, this is for you. I mean,
Indeed. I
you
bet
need,
you do feel like a winner, don't you, Nancy?
you should.
Oh, my goodness. I cannot imagine. It's hard enough for me to be without my car just because it's down getting an oil change or, it's having to be worked on. So I cannot imagine being without one for this long. Hello, Scraptastic and Mandy. How are y'all doing today?
Hey, I mean, with me, my goodness, I can't drive, and it drives me nuts.
Yes.
But I couldn't imagine it, Nancy. It's got to be hard.
Amen to your statement, Tracy. I truly
Absolutely.
believe that with all the disasters happening, that the Lord above is telling us that He doesn't like how the world is acting.
Nope.
Amen, sweetie.
He's
Amen.
trying. He's trying to tell them all that they need to come down on their knees.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Wonderful, Mandy.
She's just a working and a listening. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate
Welcome back,
that.
Jen. Welcome back, Jen. Yes, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I'm beyond excited about Halloween. I don't know why, but I am. I love all things Halloween. It's one of my favorite holidays.
Well,
And
we always tend to lean more towards the skeletons and the
we do.
goblins and pumpkins. But yeah, I was just wondering because, my husband and I were looking through trying to find something to watch, and we watched an old vampire movie.
Oh,
When I say old, can you guess who the vampire was played by?
Bela Lugosi.
You got it. Yep, yep, yep,
That's one of
yep.
my
It was an
favorites.
old black and white. And it was really funny because we sat there and laughed more through it than anything else, comparing it to.
Yes. Hi, Ashley.
How are you, Ashley? Thank you for being here, sweetie.
I prefer the older movies to the newer. They're more
Mm-hmm.
psychological. The acting, it's kind of funny.
Yes, it is compared to acting that we expect nowadays.
I just love the old movies, even the old silent Nosferatu. I just love them. They're fantastic. I love the old werewolf movies. Um, they close up on the hand and the hair growing out of the head.
Yes.
You know,
Watch the Wolfman, the black and white version. I know. And I've always loved black and white. I really
you
have,
know.
because the contrast and the depth between black and white and the gray and the shadows, I mean, I've always loved that. And even in pictures, when you take photographs, I love black and white photographs. But we were sitting there and we were laughing. It's like, oh my goodness, look at that. That is just so old. And the way that the props and the sound, the music.
Oh yes, and you always knew because the music would change.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Love
Yep.
that. Well, I'm glad that you're still working on your peacock.
Yes, that's awesome.
I get a kick out of those old movies. When
Mm-hmm.
I decorate for Halloween, I usually stick to skeletons, ghosts, and bats.
Yeah.
Sometimes and cauldrons. Obviously, there's
Mm-hmm.
a cauldron next to me.
Right.
I usually forget the werewolves and the witches.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Dracula, Frankenstein. I mean, I know that their movies are not generated around a Halloween theme, but to me, they're the
They
perfect
belong there.
characters to bring out and throw in for
Yeah.
Halloween decorations. Hmm. Good morning, Pat Cray. How are you doing?
Hi, Pat.
We're talking all things Halloween right now.
Oh yeah, even the creature from the Black Lagoon belongs there. Um, when you
Yes.
become when you come forward in history, then you've also got Friday the 13th. You've got Jason and
Hmm.
Michael Myers. You need to have because he's from the Halloween movies.
Right. Uh-huh.
So you can
And
come
Freddie.
forward and Freddy Krueger.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And Freddie.
Hmm.
Yep.
You're right. I do forget a lot of stuff surrounded by Halloween.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I do, and I love to think about that stuff. I'm like, all these things I need to have for
The
Halloween.
Mummy. That's another one.
A mummy. Oh
Not a lot of people think to throw him out
no,
there in the yard along with everything else that you want there. I just now thought about that. Oh my goodness.
the mum. I love the mummy. That's
Yes,
an
man.
awesome movie.
Yes, it is. Both versions,
Love
all
your
versions, really.
yes. I love the old black and white one. He's
Mm-hmm.
very scary.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, there's more things about Joanne's this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Love it, Pat.
Right, folks, if you don't know, she is my email guru. She keeps me up with all of the sales that are going on around the internet. So,
And we love it.
yes.
Oh,
Yes, Vincent Price Garcia.
I
Yes.
love Vincent Price.
Yeah.
I could listen to him talk all day long.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I like him. I like Alfred Hitchcock. I
Yes.
love Hitchcock movies. Um, Definitely a big, big Vincent Price fan.
Yeah.
I think I've seen just about every movie he's been in.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, the good and the bad, because he's made some bad ones.
Pat Cray says, my girlfriend that lives in the country has 6-foot skeletons in her front yard. Well, I was just talking about earlier, Pat, that Wayne and I was driving through a neighborhood to get to a restaurant, and we round the corner, and right there standing in this person's front yard were some skeletons, but then there was this one that was bigger, or as big, as tall and everything as the house. I am not kidding you. Good morning, Kitty Cross. How are you? Well,
Hey,
thank you.
Christy.
Yes, ma'am. We're glad you made it too.
Hi, Christy.
Oh, the house on the haunted hill. Yes.
That was a good Price movie.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah.
was very good.
In Amityville.
No,
I like
Amityville. I like the Amityville movie. I like the original.
Yeah, I like the original too. I didn't care so
really
much for, what was it?
The one Ryan Reynolds did. The
I
remake.
don't know who did it, but the one that came after it, like it was a sequel or something.
Oh, I don't like part 2.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
No. No.
Has
I don't.
anyone ever heard of Sammy Scary?
No, I have not.
No.
Mm-mm.
Is he an actor? Does he do something?
Yes, I do remember that, Beth. Wasn't it called Anthology of Terror?
Oh my goodness. You can tell she watches way more scary movies than I do.
I'm a big fan. I think it was called Anthology of Terror. He may be local to my area. He was always hosted a late night scary movie.
Oh, okay. She put him in the oven.
Yeah, I know what she's talking about.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, it was on TV. Yours was on TV, Christy. Oh, okay. I have hang on, I remember his name. Scully, Svengoolie. My local guy is Svengoolie, and he does the late night horror movies.
Ooh.
But he always picks B-rated movies.
Mhm.
I did love The Birds.
Yes.
It's a lot of people.
Yes, yes.
And the
I remember the first time I saw The Birds. Every time I saw a blackbird, I was just like, "Oh, are there any more?"
That was a very well done movie.
It really was. I mean, honestly, it was.
I mean, if you think about it, that was very well done. We do laugh at it some because we have become desensitized. I agree. But it was very well done for its time. I agree.
Him and Elvira. Yes, ma'am.
I do love Elvira. She's still around.
I know. Isn't that crazy? She still looks pretty damn good.
She
really
does. Mine is Svengoolie, and he is very campy. Ah, yes, Dr. Demento.
Uh-huh.
I know who Dr. Demento is. That's funny.
Yep, that is.
You must have been able to get a couple channels from your area, Beth. Oh, my.
Pat says that her friend also has pumpkins that light up and a coffin, too,
I
in her
love
front yard. Oh, yes, the coffins.
I would love that.
Your front yard with the tombstones and having a couple of coffins just kind of like sticking out in the ground. Oh, my goodness.
I would love that. That would make my day. I'd leave it up year round, and Joey would hate me.
Christy said, I saw The Birds in 3D at Universal Studios for the first time. Holy crap, I almost ran out. That is really a very, I mean, that's a classic far as, to me, and honestly, for me, I think it's number one of what Hitchcock did. Now, a lot of people argue with me. It's okay because this is my opinion. But that's one that I would not watch at night.
No, I think it is one of his best. North by Northwest is another one that's one of his better movies.
Yes. Yes.
I agree. I love Psycho, though. I have to admit, I love Psycho. I mean, that shower scene.
I know.
Is still repeated and mocked and all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
That is definitely, often repeated.
Yeah.
That was a good thing, and it's so funny if you watch the making of Psycho, and because it was black and white, and they tell you that the blood in the movie is Hershey's chocolate syrup out of the can.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Huh. Hey, Dan, that was the only way that they could portray blood in a black and white movie.
Wow.
Was Hershey syrup. So it brings new fun to me for Hershey syrup. Oh, I do love Hitchcock movies. Yeah. You just started watching like a B movie the other day. It did it really. It was really bad.
You had to turn it off. Oh, goodness.
I do like Robert Englund. I think he did a wonderful job as Freddy Krueger. When they did the remake with the new guy playing Krueger, I was not as happy.
Huh.
I know the actor, not personally, but I know the actor from playing in the movie The Bad News Bears many years ago, who is playing the new Krueger.
No.
I'm not as thrilled with it.
Well,
but I do love Robert Englund as Krueger. Rear Window is very good. I do love Jimmy Stewart and Grace Kelly. They are fantastic. Hi, Gypsy.
Hello, my Gypsy. How are you doing? Her sweater sleeves are almost done.
Oh, wonderful. I can't wait to see Gypsy. Nice, nice.
Lacey, go.
That is amazing.
Go.
My aunt took me to the movie theater to see Nightmare on Elm Street when it first came out in movie theaters.
Oh, wow.
The very first time. And she took me and my girlfriend from high school. And I still remember sitting there in the theater. And at one of the very scary points of the movie, my aunt reaches behind my shoulders and taps me on the opposite shoulder, kind of to jolt me. And I didn't scare. I didn't jump scare or nothing. And I turned my head and I looked at her like, are you dumb? And she's like, you didn't jump. You didn't get scared. I was like, it's not real. It's just a movie. But she thought I would have gotten scared from the movie.
Right.
But I don't know. I think it's because my father introduced me to horror movies as I was young.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I did watch The Night Stalker.
I know, I did too. Oh my goodness. And then, after they canceled the series, then they had the movie. Yeah, the sequel movie thing come out after. Oh my goodness, that was so good.
My dad, the first horror movie I ever watched with my dad was Alien. And
oh, really?
That I was very young.
With your dad, though. Okay.
Yes, with my dad. And while we're watching the movie, I'm getting scared. I was very young. Mm-hmm. And my dad leans over in my ear and he whispers and he says, that alien, there's a man in a costume.
Oh.
And then he starts to tell me, you can find the mistakes in the movie if you pay attention. So
wow.
I started to pay attention to movies after that.
Yeah.
And I started to see the mistakes. So I don't do it on purpose, but I automatically find the mistakes in the movies now.
Yeah, my husband does that all the time.
I don't mean to do it, but I do it. So now that's why horror movies don't scare me. That's why I like the psychological ones more, because I don't have to worry about picking up the mistakes. Yeah. So it is what it is. It's all right. I'm not mad at my dad for it. It was a good thing to keep me from getting scared, because he liked horror movies too. Night Stalker, you watch scary movies. You totally watched Night Stalker. That was good. You've got Netflix, so I will be watching scary movies. Yay, Pat. Oh, your first was Hannibal when you were 3. Wow, Dan.
That's not a good movie to introduce to a 3-year-old. I'm sorry.
Gypsy says, my father introduced me to The Puppet Master. You couldn't watch that, and now you can't watch it as an adult. Honey, there are so many mistakes in The Puppet Master. Yeah. Hi, Carrie. Popping in to say hey and leave a thumb. I'll catch the replay.
Thank you, Carrie.
Day. Donna said, I used to love watching scary movies most of my life until I started watching the movie The Strangers. I don't watch them anymore.
Oh.
I don't recommend The Strangers for Maureen. She'll have a nightmare.
Yeah.
All-time favorite scary movie, as long as I can remember, is Halloween. Yes, I do like Michael Myers.
Yes.
I'll tell you something funny about Michael Myers. That's what I do. I look for mistakes. Apparently, I loved it. I guess that's why I'm so messed up. You're not messed up. Michael Myers, that mask he's wearing,
yes,
was Star Trek. Kirk was James Kirk from Star Trek.
What?
Yes.
When did he wear that mask?
That's his face. That's his mask. They did a face thing. they did a skin vinyl face, plaster
Oh,
face of
William Shatner?
William Shatner, and when they pull it off and it's inside out,
Uh-huh.
that's what they use for Michael Myers. That is an inside out of
Oh
William Shatner.
my goodness.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, Southern Sisters is going to be at Connie's tentatively. Tentatively. Pat, keep an eye on my community tab. We'll know where it's going to be then. Yes, it
Right.
was Jamie Lee Curtis's first movie.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was William Shatner's face. It was the mask turned inside out.
That's
Yes, it was
crazy. I
him.
never knew that. How do you find out stuff like this?
I look it up.
And that was something you just had to know. Where did the mask come from?
Yeah. Well, I'm curious. The movie The Strangers
Mm-hmm.
is couple are in the house and these strangers show up at their house
Mm-hmm.
outside in masks and try to get in, and then they do get in, and it's a scary movie, and I don't think you'd like it.
Now,
However, I find all the errors.
uh,
Yes. Yes, I love Halloween trivia. I am very good at Halloween trivia, scary movie trivia. I remember hearing this story about the mask. I'm not sure where. Yes, Froggy, we need to have trivia night with my trivia game one day. We do.
oh goodness.
I have a Trivial Pursuit based on horror. It's all
Does
about.
that surprise anybody?
I love it. I didn't learn that from the game, by the way. I just knew that. The Freedom Channel, they're supposed to be showing Hocus Pocus too. I love movies so much, I watch anything to do with it, so that's why I know way too much. Yes. Donna, no. It's a rumor that it's a true story. It is loosely based on a true story.
So, in other words, a lot of improvising went on.
It's based on every home invasion that's ever happened. Do you understand? It's a home invasion. It's just based on every home invasion that's ever happened, Donna. Yes, don't forget Klingon. I can't remember which movie they used his face too. Yes, they have used Klingon faces. Yes. Huh. Klingons make great scary faces.
Oh, yes.
They do. They do. You want to play my game? Yes, you do. Scream. Yes. Scream was a parody. Wow. Scream is a parody of a bunch of different horror movies.
Huh.
Yes.
See, now that's a movie I've never watched.
Scream is funny. It's a parody.
Okay.
What they did was they took a line from this movie, a line from this movie, a line from this movie, a line from this movie. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
And bunched it into a movie. That's what they did. That's what Scream is. It's a joke. The whole thing is a joke. Does someone die in the movie? Yes. But you don't see them die.
Yeah.
No, it's just a whole parody. The first Scream was really good. It is the best scary movie for the modern scary movie.
Right.
The other ones are kind of stupid. But yeah.
But she does say Scream is scary.
I don't think it's scary. I find it funny because it's a parody of all the horror movies I've ever seen. Do you understand?
Right. Right.
I mean, they make a joke. Do you remember the one movie about the babysitter in the house and she gets a phone call? Have you checked the children?
Yes.
Okay. Well, they parody that. You know, she gets the phone call and where's it? She gets the phone call. Have you checked the children? And of course, then the tongue reaches through the phone because that's a parody of Nightmare on Elm Street 2. That's a joke. Yes, that's what I'm thinking of, Dan. Thank you. I'm sorry.
Another scary movie. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the parody one.
Thank you. You guys got it. That's the parody I'm thinking of.
Hello,
Hey,
how are things going out there in West Texas?
I mean, it's just a parody and it's a joke. but it is what it is. I mean, they just parodied stuff, and it's funny. It's
Mm-hmm.
very funny, especially if you've seen those other movies.
Right.
Now, if you haven't seen all those movies, it part of it will be funny to you, but not as funny as it is to someone like me or Dan,
Right. Right.
who've seen all those horror movies.
Right.
Now, even Dan hasn't seen them all, but
Hello,
hi
Anna.
Lana.
How are you? Thank you so much for being in here.
I'm sorry, I was confusing Scream and Scary Movie. I'm sorry, I got them mixed up.
Well, as
Yeah,
many as you watch, it's probably
it's not
hard.
a. It's understandable that I mixed them up. I've seen so
Mm-hmm.
many.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I know what you saw, what you did last summer. They're coming out with another sequel to it.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, they were trying to get Jennifer Love to agree to do the next sequel. It's given to
Ah.
you, Lana. I know. I don't know why I know all this. I don't know. And Squid Games will be coming out again. For those who like horror movies and stuff, Squid Games is coming out. It's not a horror movie. It is a Japanese game show style TV show.
Wow. Yes, Donna, I can see. She says, I think the strangers scared me just because the home invasion can be so real, and it
Yes.
completely freaked me out.
Yes, the home invasion can be very real. And I did think The Strangers was a good, scary movie because
Mm-hmm.
it could be real.
Right.
However, where I weren't, my
Right.
were armed to the teeth. That
The people under the stairs.
was funny. Not funny, haha, but funny. It was funny, haha, in a way. Um, that was a family that had this kid. They kept wanting a child, the good child. They wanted a
Right.
good kid, a, a kid that did exactly what they wanted. And when
Right.
the kid didn't behave the way they wanted, they stuck them under the stairs.
Oh.
So they have a whole bunch of kids under the stairs that they treat like animals.
Oh,
And
wow.
awesome. Well, the kids got free finally. But that's what people under the stairs is like. You're thinking, oh, there are awful things under the steps. And then all of a sudden you find out it's just a bunch of kids being treated badly.
Mm.
But they get freed. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
Mercy.
when you first watching the movie, you're thinking there's scary stuff under the steps.
And it's just kids. Oh my goodness.
It's just a bunch of kids.
Christy said it was scary when I was 7.
It
Honey, it would
would
be
be.
scary to me right now.
It
And I'm
would be.
way older than 7.
It would be. But when you watch the whole thing, then you realize, oh, it's not scary.
Well, folks, on that note, it is time for us to let you loose so that you can go and watch someone else here for the next hour or so. I so appreciate you popping in here and being with us on this Friday. You could have been anywhere else, but you chose to be here with us, and I greatly, greatly appreciate it. So I'm going to end by saying, please remember, be the light out there in the darkness for someone today, because you never know, could be your light that they need to see. Froggy?
Stay safe, be kind to one another, and as always, happy yarning.
Happy yarning.